camera a little bit. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing? I go by the name of Uptown Brown, Mr. Receipts, Ratchet Poppy, El Capitan, Mr. Disclaimer, whatever you want to call me. I'm here. Welcome to another episode of Uptown After Dark, the show where we discuss uh, adult topics, have a few uncomfortable conversations, but conversations that need to be had nevertheless. You know what I'm saying? Because, we adults. You know what I'm saying? So, this is what we do. You know what I mean? Um, so, how y'all doing tonight? I'm going to wait a few minutes, you know what I'm saying, and allow a few people to log on and join me. How are y'all doing on this Wednesday hump day? Hump day. Hope y'all sipping on adult beverage. You know what I'm saying? I got some tequila, some pineapple juice. You know what I'm saying? As I do. Always, you know what I'm saying, for everybody who is logging on, please share this live. Don't be afraid to jump in the comments and interact with me. And, we about to get this ball rolling in another, 3 minutes or so. I'm saying, how y'all doing? Hope y'all having a good week. You know what I'm saying? So tonight's title of Uptown After Dark is how to properly enter the back door. And for those of you who don't understand puns, enter the back door. We are talking about adult fun time, but in the manner of anal sex. That's what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? How to properly enter the back door. And as I often like to say, there's a right way and a wrong way to do things. So I am here to give you guys some instructional aids, some tips, some guidance on how to properly do that. For those who may or may not be interested, and these tips are for, they can help anyone who is a veteran or a novice, first time, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think that these tips will still be helpful in your pursuit of, entering the back door properly. You know what I'm saying? When you're having your, AFT, that's a adult fun time. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who don't know. The kiddies might be up, so I don't want to say what I want to say. So we're going to just say adult fun time. So when y'all hear me say adult fun time, y'all know what it is. I'm sure, some of the kiddies might be up in the background. They're like, Mommy, when's adult fun time? Well, just let them know when that's how they was born. How you got created, boy. Now shut up. Okay. Anyway, like I said, I am Uptown. We about to get this ball rolling. How to properly enter the back door. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, I think that when entering the back door or engaging in any adult fun time activities, right? Consent is essential, right? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you want to get actual consent. You don't want to have that, assumed consent. That is not proper consent. You want to have actual consent, which means that there needs to be some communication. There needs to be a conversation and a plan involved in planning these adult fun time activities, right? So have a conversation, get some consent, and in that conversation, it should definitely be like, first and foremost, I'm sorry, I don't want to backtrack, right? So when getting the consent, right, fellas, if your lady tell you that she's just not into it, I would personally suggest not attempting to convince her. But I definitely, because communication is all a part of engaging in, adult fun time activities, right? If she tells you she's not into it, I definitely don't think that it is wrong for you to ask her why, because I mean, sometimes it could be a situation where she just had a bad experience, right? Now, if that's the case, I would challenge the woman involved to say that, you know, if you had a bad experience, you shouldn't cap your ability to enjoy yourself based on one negative experience, right? Like if you had a bad piece of fried chicken, you wouldn't stop eating fried chicken. You might stop eating fried chicken from whatever place you went to, right? Like if you went to Kennedy's, now you're not going to Kennedy's no more. So maybe you're gonna go to Popeyes, or maybe you're gonna go to KFC, or maybe you're gonna go to Texas. But you know, if you had one bad experience with eating fried chicken, you're probably not gonna stop eating fried chicken. So I mean, not that I wanna compare fried chicken to adult fun time, right? But at the end of the day, I don't think you should uh, not attempt to do something just because of one bad experience. Because I mean, the reality is that I don't know one person on the planet, not one human being on this planet, that could say that every sexual or intimate experience that they have was pleasurable or enjoyable, right? But at the end of the day, if they do have an experience that is not pleasurable or not enjoyable, they don't stop. They don't say, well, you know what, that's it, I'm giving up on sex because that experience was just bad. I mean, like if it's a traumatic experience, like a rape, you know, and that's super super extreme, mind you, right? I can understand someone in that scenario saying to themselves that they don't want to engage in that type of activity again, right? But if it's simply because you had one bad experience with a guy who didn't watch this video and he didn't know the right way to do it, then you shouldn't limit yourself, right? I mean, because I think men, you know, it is your job as, you know, the leaders in your relationship to take the time necessary to coach and guide your woman in a way that is going to make her feel comfortable and at ease, so that way you could get to the ultimate goal, which is having some amazing adult fun time and just a better relationship and a better sexual experience overall. Because I mean, people who are having good sex probably live longer, probably have less stress. What if the man you're engaging in the act with is too well endowed? That is a great question. Too well endowed. I mean, I think that I'm not gonna tell you to take one for the team, right? But I think that definitely lubricant should always be involved when having, you know, adult fun time, right? And especially if we talking like anal adult fun time, right? You know, you definitely want to have lubricant. I would also recommend some drugs, right? Have you some a drink, a nice strong drink. You know what I'm saying? Uh, have you some edibles? Have you, you know what I'm saying, some stuff there that is going to help create a better environment. Relax, right? You want to be relaxed. So whatever you need to get relaxed, whether you need some bud to relax, whether you need, you know, some henny to relax, whether you need edible to relax, whatever you need to do to relax yourself and get comfortable. I mean, you may want to go as far as getting you some numbing cream, but I mean, I don't think that you should be totally closed off. I think you should try to prepare yourself. Um, I think men, you know, preparation of the area is important, right? Because you don't want to just just dive straight in there. Because even when you talking about adult fun time and you're having vaginal sex, right? A dude can't just always just run straight in there. But definitely, right? Dudes need to understand, and I'm gonna say this twice for the people in the back, right? An anus is not a vagina. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back who didn't hear me. An anus is not a vagina. So you can't go in there, you know what I'm saying, and just think you're gonna go straight to Pound Town. You know what I'm saying? You got to take your time. You might want to. He might want to take his time and eat the ass first, right? You know what I'm saying? He might want to take his time and get a finger in there. You know what I'm saying? Play with it. Get a second finger in there. Play with it. You know what I'm saying? Open it up. You don't want to just go straight in, right? Like there's definitely prep work. That needs to go involved. Yeah. Spit don't won't count. I mean, listen. There are some women who all you need is spit and love, and God bless them. They are champions. You know what I'm saying? There are some women that all you need is spit. Because I mean, because like I said, this is mature adult conversation. Like a lot of people don't know, but like the ass, like it lubricates itself. It does self lubricate, right? Not to say that you shouldn't initially go in there with lube, but as you're in there, it will definitely lubricate itself, right? So, I mean, like I said, I don't, dudes just gotta understand that anus is not a vagina, and you can't treat it as such. It just go straight in and just think you gonna go to Pound Town. There's another place you don't want to go, and that is called Brown Town, right? Um, and for Browntown, if y'all don't know what Browntown is, if y'all can't figure it out, like I said, I don't know if y'all understand how puns work. But for ladies, right, hygiene is important. You want to make sure that you take the time to irrigate yourself properly. If you have a shower with a retractable hose, you might want to get that thing up in there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get it real good. Um, because you don't want homeboy to go to Browntown. You know what I'm saying? Next thing he pull out and it's extra chocolatey. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's important. I'm saying, and another reason why, and I'm gonna say this, I don't know how many times I said it, but I might have to keep reiterating this point all night. An anus is not a vagina, right? You dudes, y'all can't go too rough because that's a sensitive area for a woman. She could tear, she could bleed, and you don't want to pull out and your penis look like an episode of CSI. It's all bloody and shit. You know what I'm saying? Look like uh, literally bloody and shit. Like just because you fucked around and you was too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, that was too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, you pull out it is bloody as shit, and then you like, damn, you need what's my nigga from CSI Miami? You need you know what I'm saying, him to come in. He's like, he puts on his glasses and he give you that, you know what I'm saying, that deep stare. He's like, what's going on here? Like, nah, you don't need that. Like, you gotta relax. Relax, relate, release. In that order. You know what I'm saying? But have a conversation, get you know what I'm saying, make sure you get consent. Hygiene is definitely important. I think a great distraction, especially since, one of the biggest concerns for women in regards to having uh, anal sex, that they say it hurt, right? Especially if a dude got a little length to him, a little girth to him, it hurts. So try stimulating her in other areas as a distraction. So while you in there, bite on her neck, kiss on her neck, play with her nipples, right? You know what I'm saying? You stimulating in her other areas is not only going to relax her and make her more comfortable, but it literally could be a distraction from any physical pain that she could potentially be feeling. So stimulate her in other areas so that way you can help give her mind a healthy distraction, right? So that way, you can proceed with this thing properly. You know, uh, this one is for the dudes, right? Um, you know, I know we did an episode before where we talked about men and size and things of that nature, right? And we said that dudes have penises that range from like the size of a Roku remote to like the size of a Fios remote, right? If you are the size of a remote, if you can't even get past the cheeks, my guy, do not attempt to have anal sex. Just stick with missionary, stick with just regular old doggy style, stick with, from the side where you lay down. Like, figure out, let her ride you. Figure out other things that are like meant for you. But that's not meant for everybody because listen, the same way how, there was obviously a woman who, in the comments, she talked about a man who, what if his size is too big? Well, like, it could be the other way around. What if the nigga size is too small, right? So if you, fellas, you gotta be honest, right? Like, cause I don't want to hear, this is a mature adult conversation. So I'm not trying to hear, fellas out there talk about, what I'm saying, well, my nigga, if you got a big dick. Dudes with big joints know they got big jammies. They know, right? Dudes with small jammies know they got small jammies. Listen, what you don't gotta walk around looking on the side at dudes in the bathroom stall and do a compare and contrast to know whether your joint is small or not, right? If you've seen porn, right, right? Like, listen, if you looking at your joint and you look like you about to piss on your balls, you know that. Like, you don't got to. It's obvious. When you whip it out, you look like you about to. You know what it is, bro. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. That's what I'm saying, right? Um. Now, ladies, right? I'm back to y'all now. I'm gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna have some points that are for the ladies. I'm gonna have some points for the fellas. Anything over 9.5. Oh my goodness, 9.5. Jesus, my lord. I mean, God bless you. You're a champion. Um, but for all the ladies, right? You know, because like I said, I have my list of points that I want to address during this live, but I also have some stuff that anybody who knows me personally knows my brain works in different ways. So this is something that just came to my head. For all you ladies out there that's talking about y'all don't want to let your man into the back door because you're saving that for your husband. Y'all ladies need to stop playing yourselves. That's some bullshit. Listen, your asshole ain't gonna open up no easier just because a nigga put a ring on your finger. Y'all need to stop telling this lie. That is a goddamn lie. Like, you're not gonna open up no. Well, I want to say something for my. Listen, your husband doesn't care. Your husband know that what I'm saying. You had a life before him. Your husband know that you might have had a whole phase in high school and in college. You know what I'm saying? He's okay with it. He proposed to you. He gave you a ring. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said it might. It might never. It might never open up easier just because. Listen, I would love to. There's always like national polls on all type of ridiculous topics. I would love to know how many women's anal cavities were able to open up easier because a man put a ring on their finger. You know what I'm saying? I seriously doubt it. I don't think it's ever happened. Not never. I'll wait. Somebody, can I get some stats? Listen, if there's some married women watching, you know what I'm saying, who, the biggest air quotes I can muster, right, saved it for their husband, I would love to know, was the process easier? You know what I'm saying? Did it hurt any less? Did he not have to use lube because it magically, you know what I'm saying, parted like the Red Sea just because, you know what I'm saying, you saved it for him? Fuck out of here. Stop telling men these lies. If you don't want to let a brother do it, just tell him you don't want to let him do it. But telling him you saving that for your husband is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You want to save something for your husband? Save the threesome for your husband. You know what I'm saying? You want to save something for him? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I guarantee you, he would appreciate a threesome more than he would appreciate, you know what I'm saying, you trying to part your butt cheeks like it's the Red Sea. You know what I'm saying? He just gonna whip out his pole like he Moses in the goddamn 10 Commandments. I shouldn't be saying this with Easter weekend coming, right? You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, your butt cheeks just nah, forget that. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? You know, women, stop lying to these men and telling them, you know what I'm saying, that you're saving your booty hole for marriage. It's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you could still be married and still not. I mean, listen, if anal sex is not for you, right? I don't think that you should do it just because your man likes it. But I will say that, you know, y'all women love quoting stuff, right? And one of the things women love quoting is that, you know, any woman that won't do it, that's definitely another woman out there that will. Well, if you know that, then maybe you might think about busting it open for a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, I think, you know, listen, I say if your man want it, let him have it. If your man don't want it, fine. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, for those of you who didn't know, one of the reasons why tonight's topic is how to properly enter into the back door is because, and of course y'all know I'm Mr. Receipt. So if I say it, that means there's a receipt out there in the world to prove it. 4/18, that is the 18th of April, is National Anal Sex Day. National Bust It Open for Your Nigga Day. It is also National Nude Day, Nude Photo Day, or something to that effect. National Nude Photo Day, right? So for you ladies that are watching, while you at work, send your man a picture of it, and then when you get home, bust it open for him. Send nudes. You know what I'm saying? Send the nudes. And like I said, if you want to look this up, 4/18, National Anal Sex Day and National Send Nudes Day. You know what I'm saying? I didn't create these days, but if you look them up, I mean, I have a show about sex. I do my research. I take the topics that I talk about seriously. So I do the research for you people. I do it all for you. Because I want y'all to have the best sexual experiences you could ever have in your life. Because as I always say, life is entirely too short for what? Boring sex. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you, for you ladies, if you're not letting your man get in the back door, you boring, you basic, you vanilla. That's what I'm going to tell you, though. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to care what I say. You know what I'm saying? My opinion is pointless. But I'm going to just tell you, you know what I'm saying? If you're not busting it open for your man like that, you basic, you boring. You know what I'm saying? You know, because Sheila from accounting, you know what I'm saying? We discussed Sheila from accounting last episode. Sheila from accounting is definitely ready to bust it open for Trevor, for Roger. You know what I'm saying? For you Caribbean dudes out there, you know what I'm saying? Donna V Network in the middle room. You know what I'm saying? She ready to bust it open for him. She ready. So I'm just saying, that's manipulation. That's not manipulation. Listen, right? If I'm gonna tell you why anal sex is high on, I'm gonna share some personal stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't usually like to share my personal stuff, talk about my personal stuff, but I'm gonna share today, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not for everyone, but with the right one, it could be a fun time. It can. That's what I'm talking about. You let them know, Miss Larkin. Now, right? Uh, I look at it like this, right? Especially for all the women out there that's talking about they saving it for their husbands. This message is especially for you, right? So when you look at how this thing called marriage works, right? Uh, y'all get 2 rings, not 1, 2. You get an engagement ring and you get a wedding ring, right? You get a wedding, right? And the reason why I say you get a wedding because they got a whole show about women who just obsess over weddings. It's called Brazilians, meaning that women usually care more about weddings than the men do. Men just go along in order to see that beautiful smile on her face, right? So you get 2 rings, you get a wedding, right? If you acquire some property together, you get a home, right? 9 times out of 10, if you come out fairly, all right, you get half of the property if you sell it. But if y'all got kids, 9 times out of 10, she will get the home. So if you divorce, right, that means you walk off with 2 rings, a home, and if the only thing your husband is asking you for your in return is for you to submit to him and give your body to him in any way, shape, or form that he deems fit, what the hell is wrong with that? I would love. Now I want to see the comments. What is wrong with that? If that's all your man wants in return, is for you to give him your body in any way that he sees fit to make him happy. What I would say that's even Steven. Damn right, nothing. Damn right, there's nothing wrong with it. But yet there are some women that will argue that there is something wrong with it, right? Um, and now, this is going to be the controversial part of the show. Thank you for all you ladies that understand my plight. You know what I'm saying? Understand the reason why I think y'all should turn around and bust it open for you fellas. Fellas, I'm trying to help y'all out. 418. Listen, or you can wait to 420, get a nice and high, and then bust it all open. You know what I'm saying? Let's all work together. Let's get a plan going. Now, you know, I think that this is, like I said, going to be the controversial part of the show. For you fellas that may want your lady to play down there, to play with the back door. No judgment, but ladies, the same rules apply. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take your time. You gotta be gentle. You know what I'm saying? When pegging is involved, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of pegging, you know who likes to talk a lot about pegging? Mandy from shout out to Mandy. Mandy, I'm here for you. I just ain't with the pegging. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you, sweetie. But I ain't with that shit. But anyway, but shout out to Mandy from Horrible Decisions. You know what I'm saying? She loves talking about pegging, talking about how she makes dudes get into all. I ain't with it, but like I said, for all of y'all that are into that, for the guys that's into it, like, don't be ashamed, because at the end of the day, like, nobody's gonna sit there and who really cares about what you do in your bedroom? Like, that's your business. Whatever you do between you and your lady, don't let nobody tell you, you know what I'm saying, that is anything. Don't let anybody say anything negative about what you and your lady choose to do in your bedroom. So if she tossing your salad, if she, pegging, if she poking, whatever, she stroking, whatever. If that's what y'all do behind closed doors, that's your mother effing business. But ladies, you know, the same way how, you know, y'all want y'all fellas to take it easy on y'all, take it easy on these fellas. You can't have your man going to work the next day walking funny. You know what I'm saying? You know, he can't, nah. Listen, if he's the manager at Best Buy and he got to wear them tight ass khakis to carry the keys on his goddamn boat loop all goddamn long, he got to be able to walk firmly in his Skechers sneakers and his tight khakis and his blue collar shirt. Don't have that brother in there walking all funny. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Because you don't want to have. You don't want to be walking funny, right? Because listen, right, and for you ladies that, you know, are working from home, right, y'all can sit on a nice pillow all day and recover the next day after y'all man busted open. But if your man gotta actually get up, you know what I'm saying, if he's an essential worker, you know what I'm saying, you can't have that man going out in the street the next day to do essential work and he walking funny. And he has no legitimate explanation as to why. His coworkers look at him like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Yo, L, why you walking? You know what I'm saying? Why you walking like that, my guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, take it easy on him. Listen, right? I understand. I said take one for the team, right? But the reality is that there's a difference between your man taking one from the team and you take one from the team, right? Because if you talk about you got a man that is the size of a Fios remote, and let's say he allows you to do that, right? He allows you to get into the pegging. Maybe y'all got a little strap-on situation, whatever y'all doing. You can't whip out something that look like the size of a whole baguette, look like a whole goddamn Subway footlong, and act like you want to put that in your man. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. You know what I'm saying? Nah. And like I said, there's no judgment involved. Like, if that's what y'all doing in your bedroom, who the fuck cares about what you do in your bedroom? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because I think people who have very little boundaries and no judgment in their sex lives have the best sex lives, right? You eliminate the boundaries and you eliminate the judgment, you will have the best sex of your life. I guarantee it. You know what I'm saying? Baby steps are required. You're right. Tell him to take a few shots of Douce, he be all right. Woo. That Douce must be doing shit to motherfuckers. I've definitely heard women out there say Douce make their panties wet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that works in the other way around. Hopefully your man not wearing panties. But if he is, once again, this is a judgment-free zone. You know what I'm saying? But listen, fellas, this is what I'm going to tell you, right? If she decides she want to, you know, go ham on you, if you allow her to do that, right? I'll tell you how you pay her back. You buy them remote control drawers and just set it to the max setting. Wait till y'all at dinner and fucking turn that shit on to the knob break. And you can't turn it off. And just watch her scream and squirm. You know what I'm saying? Teach her a goddamn lesson. She'll think twice before doing that shit again. And hopefully you can walk it off. If you still can walk right. That's what I say. You know what I'm saying? Now, trying to think, do I have my ass Uptown ready? I could have swore I saw it in my email. I'm not sure. But, you know, if anybody has any, you need some advice about your, you know, your bedroom activities. I am not a licensed sex therapist, but I am a self-proclaimed sexpert. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot about sex and sexuality, and I kind of have a unique understanding on how people work, right? So if you have anything that you would like me to give you some advice on, please feel free. Holla at me in my IG DM at Uptown After Dark, or This is Uptown Radio. If you want to email me, you can email me at thisisuptownradio@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? And I will gladly provide you with some advice and some guidance on whatever your situation is, because I want people out there. I believe that people who are having happy, healthy, consensual sex are gonna live longer. I want everybody to live as long as they can. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to live happy, productive, and very unsexually frustrated lives. You know what I'm saying? I think that is the best way to go. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm here for, to help, you know what I'm saying, guide you in that area. But to reiterate, right? So how to properly enter the back door. First, get some consent, you know what I'm saying? Have some communication. Like I said, whether you a rookie, a first timer, or a veteran, right? Communication is going to be essential. Ladies, if you got any health issues, if you got hemorrhoids, IBS, let your dude know. Like, maybe that's not for y'all, because physically, you just can't handle it. It's okay, right? No judgment. It's a judgment-free zone. Like, these are health conditions that people have, right? And if that is your reasoning for not engaging in backdoor activities, then I think that's a legitimate reason. Your man should understand, you know what I'm saying? And if he can't understand that, then, you should probably reevaluate who you with, you know what I'm saying? Because there needs to be a mutual understanding of, certain things. Definitely, hygiene is important. Make sure, you want to irrigate yourself properly. And like I said, that goes for men and women, because sometimes, men participate in the backdoor, you know what I'm saying, adult fun time activities, and that's okay. So make sure, you clean your shower. If you got the retractable shower head, you know what I'm saying, you want to go behind there, get it in there, get it real good, you know what I'm saying? Like Outcast said, so fresh and so clean, clean. Because you don't want to end up in Browntown. Not a fun place to be. You know what I'm saying? Again, for the fellas, our anus is not a vagina. You know what I'm saying? How do you get your guy to do it? I don't know. I think if y'all should have that conversation. And well, if he's not into it, then he ain't into it. End the story. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? Like, how long listen, if your guy is not into, how long y'all been together? Whoever asks about, how to get her guy to do, how long, I need to know how long y'all been together. I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Because that is definitely, that may help. You know what I'm saying? Know how long y'all been together. Maybe I could throw, a pointer or two your way. But off rip, I would just say if he ain't into it, he ain't into it, and that's just what it is. I think it is way easier. And when I say way easier, I want to say like a million times easier, right? Oh, 20 years. Oh, hey, listen, I've been together 20 years, and it ain't gonna never happen. Just forget about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's way easier to talk a woman into that than it is to talk a man to that. A man has to be very comfortable with his sexuality in order to engage that sort of activity. And because we all know, right? For people out there who have a high sex IQ, right? And that's gonna be another episode we're gonna talk about on Uptown After Dark. What is your sex IQ? How much about sex do you actually really know versus what you think you know, right? Because I think you might be surprised about what you really know versus what you think you know. But I mean, we all know, right, or we should know that, they talk about, there's a lot of nerve endings in the anus, and for men and women, there's it's an erogenous zone and there's G spot potential there, right? We get all that, but at the end of the day, it's all about comfortability. Men don't normally feel comfortable with that type of action, or at least uh, heterosexual men don't usually feel normal with that type of action. But there's some heterosexual men who do feel comfortable with that type of action. And if you are a man and that's what you do with your lady, and you still are a heterosexual man, like whatever you do in your bedroom is between you and your lady. Um, but I think that you know, having comfortability is important, which is why going back to running down the checklist, right? So communication, consent, um, hygiene, preparation. Preparation means anything from setting the mood, whether you need to get some smoke, get some douce. Um, it could be you wanting to get a hotel room because you realize that there's a possibility that there might be some screaming going on, and you don't want the neighbors or the kids to hear that shit, right? That's a real thing, right? You may not want the neighbors or the kids to hear that shit, or you might not want to clean up. Maybe y'all just gonna have a wild night, and in that wild night, right, you gonna have some anal sex, you can have some backdoor action, you can have some BDSM, you can have some whipped cream, you can have some blindfolds. You know what I'm saying? You just realize whatever this particular night where it's going down, it's really going down, and you don't want to have to clean up, right? So you get it yourself a hotel room so that way you can do what you got to do and don't have to worry about the aftermath, right? So that's somebody else's job to clean it up. Maybe you want to also, while y'all doing that, y'all get into a little intimate massage action. You know what I'm saying? Y'all massage each other, rub each other down. You make it, listen, I'm all about, there's nothing wrong with planning a fun filled night of adult fun time. Plan it out. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Make the relationship better. You know what I'm saying? You're going to bond closer with your person if you actually take the time to plan it out, because you know women definitely, most definitely appreciates a man that takes the time to plan out some shit. You know what I'm saying? And that also works the same way around, ladies. Like if you take the time to plan the night out, and even for the woman that was with the man 20 years, right? If she took the time to plan it out, she got lingerie on, she got candles lit, she got a nice soundtrack, she done got him a good meal, got him high, um, and you showed up there with another woman, and one of the conditions of him getting that other woman was to, you know what I'm saying, you let him have some adult fun time in his butt, he might be with it if you got another woman there. He might be with it. He might be with it. I'm saying, listen, it's all about how you market this thing. Marketing is important. Or he might be like, get the fuck out of here. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? But listen, if there's two women there and then he still do it, that's definitely taking one for the team. You know what I'm saying? It was a team effort. They got together, they collaborated something. You know what I'm saying? And that is all right. Collaboration is great. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, fellas, make sure you take the time to stimulate her other areas, stimulate her nipples, take her time, get some lube, get some finger action in there, you know what I'm saying? Stimulate her other areas so that way she can have a healthy distraction. So if she is experiencing some physical pain, you can minimize it by giving her some healthy distractions to help keep her mind off of what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Because those first couple of minutes where you're trying to get entry, those are the most difficult, right? After you get in there, don't wild out, let it marinate, right? Then you got to start off with some nice slow motion. You know what I'm saying? Like Juvenile said, slow motion for me, slow motion for me, all right? I'm like it like that. She working that back. I don't know how to act. No motion for me. No motion for me. See, you know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Um, take your time, ladies. Relax and yeah, relax. Like I said, have that warm rag ready. Uh, like I said, whatever you need to do, whether you need to get some edibles, listen, I recommend, drugs may help you through this. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, but like I said, if you got any other questions for me, um, I am here. You know what I'm saying? Get you some toys. You know what I'm saying? Get you some. They got anal beads, anal balls. Uh, you know, that's gonna help you prepare. So that way, when you finally get to the moment of doing it with your guy, you're ready. Because I mean, like I said, uh, every woman is different, right? So there are some women who they could just go off of spit and love, and shout out to those women. Those are champions. You know what I'm saying? God made them different. You know what I'm saying? But for the women that need more help, need more assistance, it is your job as the man to help provide that assistance that she needs to relax her and get her to the point. A vibrating butt plug. All right. Sounds like an advanced caller. Um, Vibrating butt plug. Sure, why not? You know what I'm saying? Listen, the point is there's things out there. As always, I mean, right, there are positives and negatives to entering the back door. And legitimate, like if you have any like legitimate health concerns outside of you having like IBS or hemorrhoids, like legitimate like health concerns, right? Clearly, you could Google what your health concerns are, you know what I'm saying, or what the potential health concerns are, or health benefits are, and do your research before engaging in adult fun times, right? Adult fun times and recreation. Um, but I think that if you have a plan and you execute it properly, that you could potentially have an amazing good time. But like I said, fellas, be gentle with your ladies. Take your time, ladies. Don't allow one negative experience with the stop you from attempting to do it again. Because you could have just been with a dude who he didn't really care about you and your comfort. He was just being thirsty and he was just trying to get in there. Because fellas, this is what I want you to understand, right? If you do enjoy uh, adult fun times and recreation that consist of anal sex and you really enjoy it, right? The last thing you wanted to do is make it a one off or a one and done situation, right? So the easiest way to prevent it being a one-off or a one and done situation is by taking the time it takes to make your lady comfortable so she can enjoy herself. The more she enjoys it, the more likely she is to repeat it. Matter of fact, if she enjoys it, the next time around, she might even ask you to do it, like, baby, you know what, I want to switch it up tonight. And then you're like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, so take the time to make sure that she has an enjoyable experience. And, it's like the gift that gives back. You know what I'm saying? The more you help her and put her at ease, the more she is going to reciprocate to you. I guarantee you that. You know what I'm saying? Women love to be able to reciprocate positive energy back to their men, right? So if you make her feel comfortable and relaxed and at ease, she is going to find a way to make you feel even better. So stop being selfish, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether we talking about regular vaginal sex or anal sex or oral sex, stop being selfish. Don't be selfish in bed. You know what I'm saying? That shit is trash. You know what I'm saying? Stop thinking about yourself. Take the time to understand your mate, learn their body, and do what you gotta do so that way, you know what I'm saying, both of y'all can have the best experience possible. Um, that is all I have for you guys tonight. I'm signing off. Once again, this has been another lovely episode of Uptown After Dark. I'm your host, Uptown Brown, aka Ratchet Poppy, aka Mr. Receipts, El Capitan, whatever you want to call me. Remember, life is too short to have boring sex. And please, as always, even whether you are a fan or not a fan of adult fun times that consist of anal sex, um, you know, make sure that you have a judgment-free zone. Treat it like Planet Fitness, right? Judgment-free zone. Um, and whether you're interested, uninterested, curious, or you know someone who is interested, uninterested, or curious, share this with them. Maybe you can help them get to a place where they need to get to so that way they could have the best and the most pleasurable experiences possible. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, life is too short for boring sex. So always make sure that you have the best adult fun time you can. You know what I'm saying? That is it. I'm Tom Brown signing off. We about to increase this Uptown After Dark thing to bi-monthly. Prior we were doing this once a month. So we're gonna be doing this on the second Wednesday of the month and the last Wednesday of the month. You know what I'm saying? Two different topics. I don't know what the topic for the next show is, but it's always entertaining. It's always fun. Y'all know y'all enjoy all the shenanigans. So come on back. You know what I'm saying? We're going to hit y'all with another, you know what I'm saying, dope episode of Uptown After Dark. You know what I'm saying? And as my brother Luke always says, have a great day. Better tomorrow. Hump day. Deuces.